Before I talk about this next song, just a little memory. It sticks out in my head. Back in the spring of 1987, watching Night Tracks on WTBS, a video show that ran on Friday and Saturday nights, starting around 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and ran it through the wee hours of the morning until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I remember just finishing watching Night Tracks at 5 in the morning and going to bed saying, man, I saw some great new videos tonight, man. And as a matter of fact, I loved it when they played the brand new videos. And one night in the spring of 1987, they played two brand new videos back to back. One of them was by Whitesnake, and I can't remember the song right off the top of my head right now. But then, and right after the Whitesnake heavy hair metal anthem, gosh dog it, I should have looked up the name of that song. But anyway, they played Whitesnake, and then they came out of it with Happy by Surface, going from classic hair heavy metal into Quiet Storm mid tempo soul. That was Night Tracks. Gosh, I was like, man, that is awesome, freaking awesome. Surface. Happy, their first hit record, their big American hit record back in 1987. And they're at number 8 on my fantasy playlist, up 6 from number 14 with the first time it would be their biggest hit record. It's off my fantasy playlist, December 22nd, 1990. They were a trio of guys. They started out songwriting. They were based in New York City or in the New York area initially. They wrote a song by New Edition called Let's Be Friends, and they also wrote something by Sister Sledge called You're Fine. Not really big, humongous hits, but it got them enough success to where they got enough confidence to do their own thing. And they called themselves Surface, and they put out a single called Falling in Love, which was a minor hit in England back in 1983. Got a deal with Columbia Records in 1986, and they relocated to Los Angeles, and they put out the album, they put out their first album in 1987, which featured Happy. Only You Can Make Me Happy, I believe was how the rhythm section went. Then their second album came out called Second Wave, and there were several R&B hits, but the one that sticks out in my mind, Shower Me With Your Love. That is classic. Huggy Snuggy. Classic Quiet Storm right there. This is a song I wish I could dedicate to somebody. Shower Me With Your Love by Surface. That went to number 5 in 1989, around summer, fall of 1989. And the first time came off their third album. It was called The Third Wave. The first time was originally recorded by Bernard Jackson, the frontman of Surface, back in 1986. A friend of his named Brian Simpson had written the song. And Brian Simpson wrote the song, and Bernard Jackson recorded it. He hired a recording studio, or the group hired a recording studio to do a professional recording of the first time. But it was not released as a single. It was not released on their first album. It wasn't until their third album before they put it on the album the first time and then put it out as a single. Their most successful record went to number 1 on Billboard for 2 weeks. Billboard's Hot 100 for 2 weeks, at the top, at the summit of the Mount Everest of the charts, Billboard's Hot 100 for 2 weeks. And we're talking around late 1990, early 1991, the first time by Surface. Here it is at number 9. Well, number 8. Well, I don't want to say here it is because I'm not running the video with this video, but you'll see the video itself on YouTube. I'm sure they got the video on YouTube, the first time by Surface. Number 8 on my fantasy playlist, December 22nd, 1990.